When we talk about vitality in later life, many people think the conversation is only about surviving, managing medications, controlling chronic conditions, and trying to stay out of the hospital. But as a physician who has worked with thousands of seniors, I can tell you that thriving is absolutely possible, even at an age when many people assume decline is inevitable. One of the most misunderstood areas of senior health is sexual wellness, particularly erectile strength. Many older adults quietly fear that this part of life has ended for them, or that the body is incapable of responding the way it once did. But the truth is far more encouraging. The body remains remarkably adaptable, and sexual vitality depends far less on age and far more on daily habits, circulation, emotional well-being, and overall lifestyle. When you support your body through healthy routines, it responds, often in ways that surprise people who thought their best years were behind them. I want you to imagine something. Imagine you wake up one morning with just a little more energy than the day before. Your legs feel steadier under you. Your breathing feels smoother. Your mind feels clearer. And your body feels just a little more alive. Nothing dramatic, nothing sudden, just a subtle shift toward balance, toward strength, toward confidence. Many seniors assume that vitality disappears with age, but it rarely disappears. Instead, it becomes buried beneath stress, inactivity, poor sleep, inconsistent routines, and years of physical strain. When we begin to peel these layers back, even slowly, the body starts to reveal strength you may have forgotten you had. Sexual function in seniors is deeply connected to blood flow, and that is the first thing I emphasize with every patient who comes to me with concerns about erectile health. Erections are not created by magic. They are created by circulation. Blood must move freely, smoothly, and with strong pressure to the tissues that require it. And the heart and blood vessels that support this system thrive on movement. Many seniors underestimate the incredible power of something as simple as walking. When you walk daily, you stimulate your leg muscles, which act like pumps for the circulatory system. You help your arteries expand and contract more efficiently. You send oxygen throughout your body, including to areas that rely on healthy blood flow for sexual response. So often, patients come to me expecting a prescription, and what they truly need is a daily walk. Movement also stimulates the mind. When you walk, your brain releases chemicals that reduce stress and increase feelings of well-being. Stress is one of the most powerful blockers of sexual response. It creates tension in the muscles, tightens the blood vessels, disrupts hormone balance, and clouds the mind. Seniors often carry stress in ways they don't always recognize. Worries about adult children, concerns about finances, anxiety over health, or simply the weight of changes that come with aging. These concerns are real, but the body responds to them physically. That is why lifestyle changes, focused on reducing stress, have such a positive effect on sexual health. Gentle breathing exercises, soft stretching, quiet reading, spiritual reflection, warm baths, time outdoors, or even moments of silence can lower stress hormones and help the body return to a state in which sexual response becomes more natural. Sleep is another essential part of sexual health, and yet many seniors undervalue it. As a doctor, I can tell you that sleep is when your body restores itself. Blood vessels repair subtle damage. Hormones stabilize. Nerves recover. Muscles rebalance. When sleep is fragmented or insufficient, the body is forced to operate at a deficit. Many seniors blame aging for their declining energy when the real issue is that their sleep habits have slowly eroded over time. Establishing a healthy sleep routine, even simple practices like keeping a consistent bedtime, limiting heavy meals late at night, avoiding excessive evening screen time, or creating a darker and cooler sleep environment can dramatically improve overall energy. Better energy translates to better circulation, better mood, and better sexual responsiveness. Nutrition is another cornerstone of healthy aging and healthy sexual function. Think of food as the medicine you take 3 times a day. Every bite you choose strengthens or strains your body. Foods that support heart health also support erectile health. Leafy greens, colorful vegetables, berries, nuts, seeds, avocados, and olive oil all help maintain flexible arteries and stable energy. I often tell seniors that their plate should look like a rainbow. The more natural color in your diet, the better your body will perform. Hydration is equally important. Without adequate water, blood thickens slightly, making circulation less efficient. This affects energy, thinking, balance, and sexual responsiveness. Many seniors walk around mildly dehydrated without realizing it, simply drinking more water throughout. The day can noticeably improve. How the body functions. Managing chronic conditions plays a significant role in sexual wellness. Disorders like diabetes, high blood pressure, obesity, and high cholesterol directly influence the health of blood vessels and nerves, both of which are essential for erectile function. When these conditions are well controlled through consistent habits, medical guidance, and responsible medication use, circulation improves and sexual function often improves naturally. In many conversations with my older patients, we talk not about prescriptions for sexual health, but about how improving blood sugar, control, or managing hypertension can lead to increased energy, better circulation, and more reliable sexual response. Strong muscles also support sexual function. Many people overlook how closely muscle tone and circulation are connected. When your muscles are active, your body pumps more blood through your system. When your legs are strong, your balance improves. Your stamina increases and you feel more capable. Light strength training, such as chair stands, leg lifts, slow squats, or resistance band exercises, can significantly improve physical confidence. And physical confidence often influences sexual confidence. Seniors sometimes assume that they must avoid exercise because of age. But the truth is that movement is one of the best medicines available. The goal is not to lift heavy weights or perform intense workouts. The goal is simply to use your muscles regularly enough that they stay awake. Another important element of senior sexual health is emotional connection. Sexual response does not occur in isolation. It is influenced by trust, comfort, communication, and emotional well-being. Many seniors find that their desire improves when they feel valued, supported, and appreciated. Intimacy is not only physical, it is emotional and relational. A calm mind and a safe, comforting relationship can improve sexual response far more than many people realize. When seniors approach intimacy with patience, warmth, and openness rather than pressure or performance anxiety, the body is far more likely to respond positively. One of the most powerful truths I share with seniors is this: age does not eliminate sexual capacity. It changes it, but it does not erase it. The body still wants to function. It simply needs the right environment, healthy circulation, steady energy, calm nerves, good sleep, balanced nutrition, and emotional support. When these elements come together, the body often responds with a quiet strength that surprises many older adults who assumed the door had closed on this part of their lives. I have seen individuals in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s regain vitality they thought was gone forever. And none of these improvements came from magic solutions. They came from consistent habits: walking daily, breathing deeply, sleeping well, eating wisely, controlling chronic conditions, staying hydrated, practicing gentle strength training, nurturing emotional connection, and reducing stress. These habits create a foundation for sexual wellness because they create a foundation for overall wellness. Sexual health is not isolated. It is a reflection of your whole body's health. As a physician, my role is not only to treat illness, but to guide people toward the strongest version of themselves. What I want seniors to understand is that vitality is not a luxury, and it is not reserved for the young. Vitality is a biological possibility at any age, and you have more influence over it than you may believe. Every healthy choice you make sends a message to your body. Stay strong, stay active, stay alive. Every walk, every healthy meal, every stretch, every moment of calm, every night of good sleep, each one is a vote for your strength and your confidence. You are not too old. Your body is not finished. You simply need to give it the support it requires. And when you do, you may be surprised at how much life is still waiting for you. And when we talk about giving your body the support it requires, we are talking about something far deeper than medications or quick fixes. We are talking about creating the kind of internal environment in which your cells, nerves, blood vessels, and muscles can work together smoothly. Many seniors underestimate how sensitive the body becomes to small habits over time. A younger person can get away with inconsistent sleep, poor eating, high stress, or inactivity for years before symptoms appear. But in later years, the effects of those choices show up quickly. The good news is that improvements also show up quickly. I have seen patients who committed to 30 days of routine walking, hydration, and better sleep come back to me with brighter eyes, calmer mood, stronger steps, and renewed confidence in their intimate life. One of the most powerful messages I give older patients is that the body does not shut down sexual ability due to age. It shuts it down due to disuse and strain. When we encourage the body gently and consistently, we often see surprising signs of improvement. I once had a patient in his late 70s who believed intimacy was completely behind him. He was convinced nothing could help. But he started walking every morning, added stretching before bed, improved his diet, and managed his blood pressure more closely. Within 2 months, his energy had changed. His confidence had changed. Even his posture had changed. And with that, his sexual response returned in a way that was natural, gradual, and deeply satisfying for him. This is not an isolated story. It is something I see often among seniors who take control of their lifestyle. Your body is constantly communicating with you through signals, fatigue, weakness, heaviness, stress, or changes in sleep. When those signals appear, they are not punishments. They are simply reminders that your body needs support. Sexual response is one of the first functions to decrease when the body feels overwhelmed, because the body prioritizes survival over pleasure. But when you improve circulation, reduce stress, and nourish your body, the body feels safe again. And when the body feels safe, it becomes more willing to support sexual vitality. Of the greatest challenges seniors face is the fear of starting. Many older adults think, what difference will it make now? But the difference is enormous. The body remains adaptable throughout life. Muscles respond to movement. Blood vessels respond to exercise. Nerves respond to calm, and the mind responds to routine. You are never too old to improve your health, your mood, or your sexual vitality. You simply need to take the first step, no matter how small it is. Another important aspect is your mental relationship with aging. Many seniors feel discouraged by the changes in their body. They compare themselves to their younger years, forgetting that health is not a competition. Instead of thinking about what you used to do, focus on what you can do now. And what you can do now is more than you might believe. You can strengthen your legs, steady your balance, increase your energy, support your heart, calm your mind, improve your sleep, and cultivate sexual vitality through steady habits. I often tell my patients that aging is not a descent, it is a transition. And during this transition, the body can still flourish with the right care. Connection is another area that cannot be overlooked. Seniors sometimes withdraw emotionally or socially due to grief, loneliness, or a sense that they no longer play a meaningful role in relationships. But emotional connection is one of the strongest drivers of sexual vitality. When you feel supported, valued, and understood, your body responds with openness. When your mind feels burdened, rushed, or isolated, the body withdraws. Building emotional intimacy, whether through conversation, shared activities, gentle touch, or simply spending time with someone you trust, can create a powerful foundation for sexual wellness. Physical touch itself has measurable effects on the body. It lowers stress hormones, reduces blood pressure, increases oxytocin, and creates a sense of calm that supports sexual response. Seniors sometimes underestimate how powerful simple touch can be. Holding hands, hugging, gentle back rubs. These forms of contact can awaken the body's natural pathways and improve circulation and relaxation. In many cases, intimacy begins long before the bedroom, through emotional presence, physical closeness, and communication. Another topic I emphasize with seniors is patience. The body does not respond instantly, and that is not a sign of failure. It is simply a sign of adaptation. When you walk regularly, sleep consistently, improve your nutrition, manage chronic conditions, and reduce stress, the body gradually restores its natural balance. Some seniors feel improvement within weeks. Others feel it over several months. What matters is consistency. The body is always listening, always adjusting, always responding. It is also important to recognize that sexual health in later years is not about performance. It is about comfort, pleasure, confidence, and connection. Many seniors place unrealistic expectations on themselves. They forget that aging changes the way arousal works. Even when everything is functioning normally, the pace becomes slower, the response becomes gentler, and the experience becomes more about relaxation than urgency. There is nothing wrong with this shift. In fact, many seniors find that intimacy becomes more meaningful with age because it is less rushed and more emotionally grounded. The more you treat your body with kindness, the more it will respond. Every time you nourish yourself with healthy meals, your blood vessels benefit. Every time you rest well, your hormones rebalance. Every time you stretch or move, your muscles awaken. Every time you breathe deeply, your nervous system calms. And every time you communicate openly with someone you trust, your emotional health strengthens. All of these factors influence sexual vitality. I want you to understand that sexual health is not a separate part of your life. It is woven into everything. Your circulation, your mental state, your emotional connections, your sleep, your habits, your self-confidence, your physical movement, and your sense of purpose. When you improve one area, you support all the others. For seniors, sexual vitality becomes a reflection of overall vitality. That means every small improvement in your daily routine contributes to a larger improvement in your intimate life. Over the years, I have spoken with countless seniors who believed their sexual life had reached its end, only to discover that their body was waiting for the right conditions to function again. When you take responsibility for your health and create consistent habits, you are not only improving sexual response, you are supporting your heart, your mind, your blood vessels, your muscles, and your overall quality of life. This holistic improvement is what makes sexual vitality possible at any age. Your later years can be a time of strength, clarity, emotional depth, and physical renewal. You are capable of rebuilding confidence, supporting your body, and experiencing intimacy in a fulfilling way. But it begins with choosing to believe that improvement is possible. And it continues with the small choices you make every day. The body will meet you halfway, whenever you offer it support. And as we move deeper into this journey, I want you to remember something important. The human body is extraordinarily adaptive. Even in the later decades of life, seniors often assume that decline is a one-way road. But physiologically, that is not true. Your cardiovascular system can strengthen. Your nerves can function better with the right nourishment. Your hormones can rebalance with lifestyle adjustments. Your sleep cycles can improve with small, consistent routines. And your erectile function, so strongly tied to circulation, stress levels, and metabolic health, can improve far more than most people believe. I've seen men in their 70s regain morning erections they thought were long gone. I've seen men with fatigue begin to feel vibrant again simply by breathing better, walking more, and feeding their bodies the nutrients they had been missing for years. The next idea I want you to hold on to is that change happens slowly, quietly, and then suddenly. You improve your hydration for a week, you might not notice anything. But then the next month your energy feels slightly higher. You start walking after dinner, And at first it feels like a small routine. But then one day you wake up and realize your legs don't ache as much. Little steps accumulate. Your body thanks you in ways you cannot predict. Erectile function, especially, responds to the sum of behaviors, not the dramatic ones. You do not need extreme diets, punishing exercise, or strict restrictions. What you need is consistency. Gentle, steady, repeatable actions that signal to your body, I am taking care of you. And with every new habit, remind yourself that erections are simply a measure of blood flow. Improve your blood flow, and you improve your sexual health. That's why even something as simple as deep breathing plays a role. When you slow your breath, your blood vessels relax. When your blood vessels relax, circulation improves. Imagine how many times per day you could improve your vascular health if you intentionally took just 30 slow breaths. That's a free, natural treatment that most men never use. I also want you to understand the quiet power of sunlight. Just 10 minutes of sunlight in the morning helps reset the body's internal clock. Your sleep improves, your mood stabilizes, and your hormones, including testosterone, regulate more naturally. Seniors who take morning sunlight consistently often report deeper sleep and better energy, and both of those directly influence erectile function. A tired body cannot produce strong hormonal responses, but a well-rested body becomes capable again. As the years pass, the digestive system also becomes more sensitive, and this affects blood sugar, which in turn affects circulation. Many older adults skip fiber without realizing how important it is. Fiber helps stabilize blood sugar, supports gut health, and reduces inflammation, all of which contribute to better sexual function. Something as simple as a daily apple or pear, a handful of nuts, or a serving of vegetables at lunch can ripple into major changes in your metabolic health. If you can add berries 3 or 4 times per week, even better. Their antioxidants support vascular healing, and that healing improves blood flow, where it matters most. Let me talk to you about something. Many seniors underestimate the role of emotions. Erectile function is not purely physical. Your mind plays a role. Your memories play a role. Your sense of confidence plays a role. Many seniors lose confidence simply because they haven't felt strong erections recently. But remember, confidence does not return before the improvement, it returns after the improvement. So you must act even before you feel ready. You must implement the habits first, trusting that the results will follow. Confidence grows with your circulation. Confidence grows with your breathing, your movement, your nutritional consistency. And when confidence grows, erections improve further because stress starts to loosen its grip on the nervous system. I want to guide you into something deeper, something most men overlook when they think about sexual health at older ages. Your pelvic area is not just a part of your body. It is the seat of your vitality. It is where blood must flow freely. It is where nerves must stay active. It is where small muscles must remain flexible. But many seniors spend decades sitting, shortening the hip muscles, tightening the groin, compressing the pelvis. Over time, the pelvic floor weakens not because of aging, but because of immobility. When pelvic muscles weaken, both urinary control and erectile rigidity decline. And yet, with a few simple movements, hip stretches, gentle pelvic tilts, slow abdominal breathing, you can restore vitality to this area. Another important lesson is that medical conditions like diabetes and high blood pressure do not automatically mean the end of erectile function. In fact, many men with diabetes see significant improvement when their blood sugar becomes more controlled. Every small reduction in sugar levels improves nerve sensitivity and blood vessel flexibility. Even a simple decision like replacing evening sugary snacks with nuts or yogurt can move the needle. Walking after meals helps your body use glucose more efficiently. The combination of movement and smart food choices often transforms the quality of erections. Here's something that surprises many seniors. Hydration alone can change your day. Blood becomes thicker when you're dehydrated, and thick blood flows slowly. When blood flows slowly, erections weaken. Most seniors drink far less water than their body needs, and they confuse thirst with hunger or fatigue. If you drink 1 glass of water upon waking and another glass before each meal, you may notice your energy rising within a week. Improved hydration enhances circulation, supports kidney function, reduces inflammation, and even helps your medications work more effectively. I also want you to remember that food is not just fuel, it is therapy. The nutrients you eat literally repair the lining of your blood vessels. Foods like grapes, berries, citrus fruits, pomegranates, spinach, tomatoes, garlic, avocados, and walnuts feed your arteries. They restore flexibility, reduce inflammation, and support nitric oxide production, the molecule responsible for opening blood vessels and enabling erections. When you choose these foods regularly, you are feeding your sexual health. Now, let's talk about one more aspect of aging that rarely gets discussed: the importance of stimulation. Seniors often forget that the brain is the central center for sexual function. Mental stimulation, emotional warmth, touch, imagination, and intimacy keeps the neural pathways active. Without stimulation, those pathways get quieter with time. But the good news is that the brain responds quickly once the pathways are reactivated. Whether through touch, affection, communication, or simply allowing yourself to feel desire again, stimulation is part of health, not indulgence. You are not too old to feel passion. You are not too old to feel connection. You are not too old to experience strength. Another step towards stronger. Erectile health is improving circulation beyond the pelvis. When your legs get stronger, your whole vascular network becomes more efficient. Even 10 minutes of slow leg exercises each day, seated marches, gentle squats holding onto a chair, heel raises, signals your body to send more blood to your muscles. And when your leg circulation improves, your pelvic circulation improves. The body is interconnected. Strengthening one area strengthens another. Let's shift for a moment to breathing because I want you to fully understand how powerful it is. When you breathe shallowly, your body stays in a stress state. Stress hormones narrow the blood vessels, making erections more difficult. But slow, deep breathing activates the part of your nervous system that calms the body. It widens blood vessels, lowers blood pressure, and increases relaxation, which supports erectile function. Simply spending 5 minutes daily inhaling slowly through the nose and exhaling longer than you inhale can improve your vascular response. Something else that matters greatly in senior health is temperature. Cold hands, cold feet, cold legs, these are signs of poor peripheral circulation. And poor circulation anywhere in the body usually means poor circulation in the penis as well. Warmth therapy. Warm baths, warm towels, gentle movement, hot compresses on tight muscles can improve vascular responsiveness. Never underestimate how your body reacts to gentle warmth. It is a signal to the blood vessels to expand. Now let's talk about something very practical. Routine. If you create a daily routine that includes movement, hydration, balanced foods, sunlight, breathing, and rest, your erectile health will strengthen naturally. But if your routine changes every day, the body never adapts. Consistency is the medicine. Your body needs predictable patterns so it can repair and rebuild. Even 5 minutes of daily activity is better than 30 minutes once a week. I want to guide you into deeper understanding of how aging changes hormones. Testosterone does decline gradually but not dramatically. Many seniors actually have enough testosterone. Their issue is circulation or stress, not hormones. You can support natural hormone balance through sleep, protein intake, sunlight, and reducing high-sugar foods. These habits signal your body to maintain healthy levels. Remember, hormonal decline is not a cliff. It's a slope, and lifestyle can influence that slope.